All right, so the third type is point slope form. And point slope form is probably the least common for you at this point, but we're going to refresh our memory and use it right now. So here's an example. Y minus 2 equals 3 times the quantity x plus 5. Now the reason it's called point slope, as you could probably imagine, is that we're going to find a point from our equation to use on our coordinate plane, and we are going to use our slope from the equation. All right, so what is our point and what is our slope? Okay, the slope should be not a big problem for you right now because, again, m is slope, so our slope is 3. Now the point. Remember that a point is a coordinate pair, an x and a y value. Now we're going to find the two numbers that go in there. So, since we need x and then y, maybe I'll even jot that down really small here. Here's x and here's y. Anytime you write a coordinate pair, x comes first, y comes second. So let's find the x value. Well, here's an x right here. So that's a hint. Wherever x is, whatever's next to it is going to help us fill in our x value for our point. You might be thinking it's 5, but it's not 5. It's actually going to be negative 5. And the reason for that is the general form of point slope form has a minus sign right here. And if that is a minus sign right here, and now it's turned into a plus, what happened is it's actually x minus negative 5 for that minus to be used. So that's why it's going to be negative 5. An easy way to remember this, it's always the opposite of what it looks like it will be. So it looks like it'll be positive 5, but it's actually going to be negative 5. The same exact thing happens over here with our y value. Here's a y, so next to it helps us find our y value for our point. And again, not negative 2, because that negative there is that, so then y is positive 2. So again, the opposite of maybe what it seems like it's going to be. So when this is positive 5, we put that in as negative 5, and when this is negative 2, we're going to put in as positive 2. Now we have our point, and we have a slope. So let's plot our point, negative 5, 2. So the x value is negative 5, that's over here, this direction, then positive 2. Our point is right here. Plotting points is super important, that remember how to do it. Let me know in class if you have forgotten your plotting points. So there's negative 5, 2, and we're going to use our slope of 3. Now remember, slope is a rise and a run, like we talked about here. Slope right here. Talk about this rise over run, right? We need to turn this into a fraction, so 3 over 1. This is our rise, and this is our run. So we're going to rise 3 from this point. We're going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to run 1, which will be here. So rise 3, run 1, the point will be right here, and we can now draw the line as such. All right, so real quick, actually kind of a long overview of our three forms of graphing lines based on slope-intercept, standard, and point slope form.